tell you what's going down in the neighborhood. Get started with Dime.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The buzz is building from the sports-crazed town of Boston. The Mavericks taking on the Celtics. It's time for the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Well, the Celtics have their two J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Both capable, DA. Thank you. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot. Count it, good. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Porzingis passes to Powell. And that one drops for him.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Tice finds Walker. Back to Tice. Hardaway with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
So the Celtics called timeout, their first. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Brown. Pass to Tice. Shoots over Powell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Here's Powell. That one wide left. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to Hayward. The Celtics working the ball around now. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's Powell, and that one's drained from the low block. Powell's got 10 points.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Outside, Walker. 1:15 left here in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Brown missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Inside, it's stolen by Tice. Brown the pass to Tatum. It's rebounded by Doncic.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Down low and stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Brown's got the ball. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Gordon Hayward. The Mavericks also with a sub. Curry's checked in.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Here's Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
And he can't get the first one.
Well, the former number 3 pick in the 2017 draft, Jason Tatum, has been nothing short of amazing as a young gun in this league. What a star on the rise.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And then for Dallas, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Wright dishes to Powell. Missed inside. And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Williams. Also Tatum out there. Enes Kanter is out there with Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there. Thanks.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Runs in the pass to Kleber. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Cauley-Stein. Outside for Curry. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Celtics trail by 11. Smart deciding where to go with it. Back to Wanamaker. Passes it to Smart beyond the arc. No good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Curry. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Brunson finds Wright. Changes up. Shooting foul as the whip. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Wanamaker, and the shot goes down.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
To the middle, here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Tice in the high post. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
For Boston, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith. Looking for Cauley Stein. He gets it there. That one goes. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Tice, no good. Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. A pass to Cauley Stein. Rebound, Boston. Brown finds Tice. They grab their own miss. Out to Hayward. Back to Brown. Outside, Walker. Another shot. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The kick out to Walker. Brown feeling it out a bit. Hayward against Wright. Steps back and shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Finney-Smith. It's rebounded by Tice. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Cauley Stein. The shot comes out. Hayward finds Williams. The kick out to Brown. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie, right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. Looking absolutely That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Dwight Powell really having a great game.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. He gets that one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Finney-Smith. That shot, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Outside, Green. Great D that time from Hardaway. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Wanamaker. Back to Green. The Celtics working the ball around now. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic.
Well, you have to be effective in the screen and roll game if you're a big man in today's NBA. Cantor, when he's rolling with purpose, look out.
On the wing, Doncic. Back to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, a 7-footer showing how easy it can be. And is Cantor aggressive.
Up top, Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Celtics trail by 7. Over to the left wing. Here's Wanamaker. Nice D from Doncic. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Doncic with the steal. Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
A nice shot by Tatum.
The solid mechanics of Jason Tatum on display. How about the balance in a difficult finish?
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Wanamaker the pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. Hayward drops in the layup for 2.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Kleba. Cauley-Stein passes to Doncic. Outside for Curry. On the wing, Hardaway. He's guarded by Williams. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And Hayward with the stuff.
There is nothing soft about Gordon Hayward at the cup. This guy's superb finishing that one.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And so it's Dallas with us. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward and Williams together inside. And it's Ojale in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And so it's Hayward with it. They'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 6. Brown outside. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
It's good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
They get the rebound. Hayward, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's Williams. He can't get that one to fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Outside for Curry. And it's Cauley-Stein. That time on the assist by Curry.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Doncic against Walker. Passes it to Ojale. Here's Brown. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, let's see the vertical of Mr. Hardaway. Go ahead, sir. Pretty dunk.
Doncic with the steal, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Goes up, and Doncic throws it down.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
And Williams with the stuff.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
And Doncic throws it down.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. Mavericks with the rebound. Kleba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry dishes to CLA Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Brown's got the ball.
Well, how about Gordon Hayward poking that one away and getting his teammate an easy opportunity?
Dallas leading by 8. Doncic passes to Curry. CLA Stein with it. He's guarded by Williams. The shot by CLA Stein, no good. The Celtics have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9, and even 3-on-3 break. Kleba finds Doncic. Now CLA Stein, good, and the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And the Mavericks call time here. They lead by 8. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
And the Celtics with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Brown the pass to Ty. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Back to Doncic. To the middle. It's stolen by Tice. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Boy, I'll never forget how close Gordon Hayward came to creating one of the seminal moments in college hoops history. Nearly winning the national championship with a half-court shot at the buzzer. But alas, Butler falls just short.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Yes!
Boy, you have to love how engaged Marcus Smart is defensively. This guy is a nightmare for the offense.
19 seconds left in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. It's stolen by Tice.
Yeah, even I saw that one being telegraphed. Defense all over.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 4. 3 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Langford with it. Can't get it to fall. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
2K TV. We're bringing back the 2K TV challenge. Will you take it on? Plus, you may be missing out on the neighborhood.
Now it's ended up.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
Now, Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Now here's Powell. Dallas moving it around. Doncic passes to Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Lillard's got 5 now. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
And Lillard throws it down.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Passes it to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Good. Nice job down low.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Count that one. For Portland, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard surveying the D. Outside Anthony. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Hardaway passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
More and more as Porzingis is playing these minutes and has these scoring opportunities, he's dealing with the contact much better.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Curry's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Nurkic can't hit. Mavericks trail by 4. And Wright kicks to Brunson. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Hood gets the bucket.
Hood does a nice job of knifing in that time and converting.
For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
No problematic or an Achilles heel for a lot of young bigs. His consistency from the free throw line really hasn't been a problem for Porzingis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Yeah, they're going for the throat. And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Kleber kicks to Curry. Dallas moving the ball around. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Little can't hit. Mavericks trail by 6. Right down low. Working on Nurkic. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And finished off by Wright.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Inside. Here's Trent. And the layup is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he did.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got DeLon Wright. Maxi Kleber is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Mavericks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Curry. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and that one's good. Lillard.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
It's Hardaway with the drive. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard, the pass to Collins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic kicks to Powell. The pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Porzingis finds Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Lillard banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 15 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Got a piece of it. The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw good from Doncic.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a switch here also for Portland. Hood's checked in for Lillard. And so he hits both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Powell, the pass to Brunson. The shot by Powell, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Wright following the basket by C.J. McCollum. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Powell.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Brunson, good.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. Porzingis has got the ball. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Ariza no luck. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Powell, that's good.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Off the inbound, no good. It could go, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 15 points Well, he's been... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Nurkic, the Mavericks making the shot. Lillard outside. For the 3, Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks leading.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Ariza. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ariza's got 5 points now this quarter.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field. Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Yep, it counts. Howell's got 14.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Anthony. The shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Great positioning on the putback. And now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Any coach likes it when a guard gets in there and stays active on the glass. Hardaway Jr. did it that time.
Pass to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Oh, good on the triple. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Powell. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one's on Anthony.
Well, Porzingis obviously is the man here and stepping into a leadership role, willing to share the wealth on that play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Curry subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
That's high-level concentration there from Lillard. Stays under control in the face of some pretty good defense.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Stolen by Brunson. It's stolen by Little. There's the lob to Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Rodney Hood's checked in for Lillard. And stolen by Whiteside. Pass to Little. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. In the corner, Collins with it. Lets the three fly. Here's Whiteside. It's rebounded by Brunson. Mavericks trail by 6. And Curry has it in the corner. And Whiteside sends it back.
Whiteside, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. That one swatted.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Out left to the wing. Kleba, the pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, Cauley Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. But they recover it. Whiteside, it's rebounded by Dallas.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
For Dallas, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The one thing about Willie Cauley-Stein is you don't really use the word length with him. You talk about his mobility and just how athletic as a big he could be. That activity can be disruptive to any team they're playing against.
With 1 on the clock, he doesn't hit that one. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Dallas, Seth Curry is out there with Doncic. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Whiteside. Down low. To the middle. And slammed in by Whiteside.
Ariza's been in the league a long time, so a great job of reading the defense with some rhythm that time.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, he is only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't...
Oh, too much.
Look at that.
Awesome jam from Whiteside there, really dropping the hammer.
No good from Finney Smith. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here's Whiteside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they got to bring the double team on.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Interesting with the game shifting to the pace and space about where Whiteside fits into the puzzle. He is still a double-double threat down on the inside and can be taken advantage of on nights.
McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Doncic with the block. To the inside. Powell. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. Curry with the steal. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Up the floor. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anthony's shot is off.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Hardaway passes to Powell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Powell's got 21 in the game.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
The throw good, McCollum.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Oh, McCollum in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Over in the corner, Porzingis, wide open. They get it again. Powell. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Well, Nurkic, with that soft touch, he's starting to cause some problems for the defense.
Taken away by Anthony. Ariza finds Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
And again, Dallas turns it over.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Seth Curry. Kicks it out to McCollum. Dishes to Lillard. From deep three-point range, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 5 assists in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Lillard against Doncic. And there's the pass to Carmelo. Now here's Nurkic. Back to Anthony. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. No good. Shot missing. And it's Dallas the other way. There's the triple. No good from Finney-Smith. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard outside. Powell against Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. So it's Portland now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Barea, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
features. We'll give you a tour and the inside scoop. Then, my team updates. And it's your top plays.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning.
Every year we like to test your
And with,
well, guys, I'm very...
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Here we go. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at center. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
Tatum down. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't
force.
believe that. I cannot believe that. That's amazing, the creativity, and you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Brown. Here's Tice. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
No good that time. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Here's Tatum. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic, the pass to McCollum. Here's Ariza. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. There's the pass to Tatum. The shot from the low post is good.
Now showing off different dimensions to his game. I mean, Tatum's ability to get it done from there as well is impressive.
McCollum, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Walker. Brown wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Ariza against Hayward. McCollum outside. Lets it go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward with good awareness finds the open man.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Passes to Hayward. Back to Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
The near 7-foot wingspan of Jaylen Brown. I mean, the hops. This is a guy who can dunk on anyone.
And finished off by Nurkic.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Pass to Tice. Outside Tatum. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Cantor kicks to Hayward. Cantor, the pass to Wanamaker. Here's Smart. Shot clock at 5. Collins grabs the miss.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
On the drive, Whiteside is so tenacious. Barrels through the defense to get a shot.
Hayward, left side. It's stolen by Little. And now Portland on the break. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Hood can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Nice shot by Smart.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. The wide open shot by Little kept alive, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roll that freely on the glass?
For 3, Hayward. That one, no good. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still...
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody...
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the point guard. Here's Smart. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Smart passes to Wanamaker. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Wanamaker's got his first basket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here's Trent. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Whiteside. Out to Hood. He tries for 3. Little dishes to Hood. The 3. The shot, no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. To the paint. Here's Williams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Oh, nice look there from Smart. Finding an open man.
Little passes to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That is his first foul of the game. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Back to Wanamaker. It's Brown on the wing. Here's the 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
Tatum kicks to Tice. From downtown, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Walker. Tatum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Knocks it loose. Williams with the steal. Brown with it. Lillard picks him up. Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's deflected. Stolen by McCollum. Whiteside kicks to Ariza. Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Tice. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lillard outside. Outside Anthony. Pass to McCollum. It's Ariza on the wing. Dishes it to Whiteside. Looking to end the run, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Using his incredible combination of physical attributes, Whiteside regularly makes plays above the rim.
Brown finds Walker. Tatum on the wing. Back to Walker. Tice with the ball. Williams passes to Brown. Busted. No good that time either.
I didn't see that miss coming. He's usually been money from that range.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Over Tatum. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here's Tice. He kicks to Walker. And the pass to Williams. Inside. That one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Whiteside. Portland moving the ball around. Walker against Lillard. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. There's the 3. They get it back.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well, thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period as... And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
On the floor for Boston. Down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Green is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the 1.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. To the paint. Kicks it out to Ariza. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Outside, Green. Back to Tatum. And so Boston again turning it over.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Portland trailing here. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Lillard outside. Pass to Anthony. Back to Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
Love seeing Lillard work it in close. I mean, he has the skills to convert at a high rate.
To the middle. Tatum kicks to Brown. But they get it back. Just 5 to shoot. Walker the pass to Tice. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense. Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
And the Celtics making a change here. Cantor, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Green. Smart's checked in for Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Nasir Little picks one up.
And I think working himself to the line, an area where Smart really can excel. I mean, he's built for contact, that's for sure.
And so, Smart nails both of them.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Here's Trent. Count it, and the foul. That's on Enes Kanter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Here's Wanamaker. The kick out to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. Nurkic with the steal. Pass to Collins. An easy 2 points on the layup. Collins has got his first 2 points.
This is where you want Collins to get the ball. He's a throwback kind of big man who thrives inside.
Williams passes to Smart. Here's Wanamaker from deep. Little with the rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The dish to Nurkic. Kicks to Little. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Williams to halt the run. Kanter. Great positioning on the putback.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Kanter gets a lot of his points this way.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Trent passes to Nurkic. Out to Hood. 1:27 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Now the pass to Nurkic. Unloads. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Zach Collins. Anthony comes in for Little. And McCollum subbed in for Rodney Hood. The Trailblazers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And the technical free throw is good.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Passes it to Carmelo. Lets it go from deep. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And a wide open look for McCollum. Gets a hand on it, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got 14 points for the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Kanter. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Kanter's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Down low. Nurkic kicks to Whiteside. Outside Anthony. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Deep two from Anthony, but they'll get another chance.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
Brown the pass to Canner. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And because of Whiteside's instincts and awareness, he can pretty much block anything in his proximity.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the third. Lillard outside. 1 second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And here's Walker outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Nurkic. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Walker with a clean look. Ariza with the rebound.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
He dishes it to McCollum. The feed to Nurkic. And the rejection by Tatum.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Anthony. McCollum against Smart. It's tipped. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just...
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Boston making a switch here. Cantor checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Tatum. Green, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. It's Ariza on the wing. A 3-ball. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Cantor, the pass to Wanamaker. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Tatum comes in for Green. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Pass to Trent. Here is Lillard. Nurkic in the post. Tice is there. And the shot is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Here's Williams. Boston again missing. And stolen by Tatum. Brown finds Tatum. The tray. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's Portland. They're on an 11-3 run. Lillard with no one around. And the three off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Walker surveying the floor. Back to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Fires the three. Good D by Ariza. Trailblazers leading by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Portland.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Yusuf Nurkic.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Caleb Swanigan comes in for Anthony. Mario Hezonya's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And you see Langford's ability as a facilitator, great court awareness.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots from 12. Rebound Boston.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. Hezonya's shot is off. So the Trailblazers win it. They didn't, David. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for
for the land of the...
It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. This is Kevin Hart. DA.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And Tatum over to help. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. With the tip, and Doncic is right there.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
And it's in there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Powell, and it's good, 2 points.
Dwight Powell really showing continuing confidence in his inside game, and I think he's only going to get better down there.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation. Yeah, I think the train has left the station in regards to Walker ever being able to live his shoot-first reputation down. But as we see here, this is a guy who can make some spectacular passes.
Tice against Doncic. It's tipped. Hayward kicks to Tatum. Walker finds Tice. Back to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Passes it to Powell. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Brown. Powell, that's good.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Hayward from outside. He can't get it to go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Pass to Porzingis. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Dallas. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Here's Tatum. Whoa, what a finish!
Good. An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by Tice. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart, wide open, he fires. A miss that time would have put him up. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Curry outside. Here's Powell. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Powell's got 6 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Walker finds Tatum. Here's Tice. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Curry wide open. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Here's Smart. And he comes up with the deuce.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Curry looking around. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Walker. Pushing it up. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum dishes to Brown. Fires from deep. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Curry passes to Porzingis.
You know, that's not an easy assignment, as Porzingis showed there. He's a lot to handle.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Boston making a switch here. And both free throws good for Porzingis. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Wanamaker from the arc. The shot misses. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we'll be back in just a moment at the start of the second quarter. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his...
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so...
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Kleba is out there with Curry. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Wright in at the 2 spot. Hardaway's checked in for Curry. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
That is room service delivery from right there for the Sweet 9 to create a high percentage shot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Smart. Off target with his 3.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Williams can't hit. Mavericks leading by 6.
And a 6'5" combo guard who uses his size well. Wright is pretty consistent across all areas.
And, you know, Greg, I watched him in college, and what I liked about him most, and I think other people kind of sleep on this guy is really excellent in terms of his feel for the game. I mean, he's got a control and poise about him that's contagious. Good instincts. I like his decision-making in transition. I just think he's an effective, efficient player.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. The kick out to Walker. Williams passes to Tice. Celtics passing it around. Brown with it. Now Wright defending. Here's Tice. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a gorgeous challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one's good. Right.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Mavericks leading by 7. Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Taken away by Williams. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
It's not a problem at all for Tatum to punch it down. Length and athleticism makes the flush an easy shot.
Now here's Kleber. No points in the game yet for him. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, there's no question about it. Tatum's ceiling is really sky high. Now it's up to him to meet those huge expectations, and I think he will.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Feeds it to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Williams. Mavericks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Knocked loose. Doncic dishes to Powell. Out to Doncic. Back to Powell. Pass to Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Doncic. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Doncic has got 10 points in the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
To the middle, here's Finney-Smith, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in, so Boston going with almost an entire new group. Cantor's checked in for Daniel Tice. Green comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now, here's Cantor. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Inside, stolen by Cantor. And a fast break now for the Celtics. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Williams.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And so it's Dallas. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to win or lose, Kenny. The Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations in the NBA.
The ownership has been stable.
And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half.
Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
On the court right now for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1 spot.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Celtics trail by 6. And it's Walker penetrating. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Finney-Smith passes to Powell. Moves back up. And the layup is up and in. Powell's got 8 points.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, they've played with more hunger. Very impressive with the effort they put on the glass. I like that tenacity.
Outside Hardaway. Down low. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Outside, Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Powell. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Porzingis. And a change for the Celtics. Williams is checked in. Walker surveying the floor. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Doncic outside. To the paint. Williams with the steal. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Awesome speed from Tatum. Excels at getting to the right place in these fast break chances.
Here's Kleber. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Doncic against Walker. Plays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 8. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. The pass to Williams. That one doesn't go. And it's Dallas the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Cauley-Stein passes to Finney-Smith. Cauley-Stein. It's good on the putback. Cauley-Stein's got 6 points in the quarter.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. The Mavericks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. And it's in, basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
And it's Green missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Curry finds Brunson. Good on the bucket. Brunson's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have the advantage. A big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes the defense.
Smart on the wing. That 3 off the mark. Curry outside. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slot. Seth Curry is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Wanamaker. Passes it to Tice. Left side, Smart. Here's Wanamaker. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Brunson. Outside Curry. And the layup's good off the glass. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
It helps when Seth Curry is on the attack. He wants to get as close to the rim as possible.
Here's Cantor. Rebounded by Hardaway.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Celtics trail by 13 to the middle. Hayward kicks to Smart. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
It's stolen by Tice. Pass to Wanamaker. Offensive rebound.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Hardaway passes to Brunson. Misses from close range. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Smart. And he uses the glass on the layup.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
For Dallas, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Out to the right wing. Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. Porzingis passes to Powell. That one, no good. Hayward with some nice D. Here's Smart. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Cantor. Tries again. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Smart.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
The shot by Powell, no good. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Green comes in for Gordon Hayward. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. There's the double team with Walker. Stolen by Walker. Here's Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
And the second of two is good. That brings them to within 10.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Mavericks leading by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Mavericks.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Willie Cauley-Stein.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Powell finds Curry. Back to Powell. Stolen by Cantor. Walker the pass to Green. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. That's good from Green. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Barea against Brown. Barea kicks to Marjanovic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kleba. A second chance effort. Rebound Boston. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And Brown throws it down.
Hey, I don't think there's any excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. I mean, he's brilliant at throwing it down if the defense doesn't stop him.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
your skills with the nearly
And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Left side Ariza. Porzingis with the steal. McCollum against Powell. Nurkic with the block. Ariza passes to Anthony. Back to Ariza. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
On the wing, Hardaway. Porzingis inside. He is guarded by McCollum. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks, he can be special.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now Hardaway. Inside. Powell finds Doncic. It's stolen by Anthony. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Oh, McCollum in position. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. Here's Nurkic. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Powell dishes to Hardaway. Makes it off the glass.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Hardaway with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Doncic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Simons. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Mavericks leading by 6. Porzingis finds Powell. Nurkic with the block. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Misses the three. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Finney-Smith. Hardaway against McCollum. Doncic outside to the left side wing. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Anthony. To the wing right side. Simons, the pass to Carmelo, and no good. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead. Down low, and the dunk by Powell.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Now, here's Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Dallas leading by 10. Here's Porzingis, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. And it's 6 points for Porzingis.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Very crafty at carving up the defense. Give Trevor Ariza an avenue like this, and you will regret it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Six seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Lillard, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Mavericks ahead, up by 10. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Maxi Kleber, Jalen Brunson out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Wright in at the small forward. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Trailblazers trail by 10. Collins finds Lillard. Out to the wing. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Wright, the pass to Cauley Stein. And Whiteside sends it back. And they're able to recover. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Now, here's Whiteside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
That's tipped. The kick out to Wright. Takes the three. Hits it from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Boy, DeLon Wright with great range. What a shot.
Lillard with no one around. The offensive rebound. There's the pass to Trent. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Whiteside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Whiteside's got 6 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 11-point game. And Whiteside again. 8 points for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Brunson kicks to right. Back to Brunson. Looking for Cauley Stein. He gets it there. Launches it. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Cauley Stein.
Look at how composed Seth Curry is beyond the arc. Takes a shot like that and knows it's going in.
Little passes to Lillard. Whiteside with it. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wright finds Cauley Stein. The kick out to Wright. And here is Kleber. Three-pointer. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. Trent gets the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Brunson the pass to Kleber. Back to Brunson. Now Wright. The three-pointer no good.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Rodney Hood's checked in for Zach Collins. And Dallas with a change here too. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket there from Damian Lillard.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kleber, the pass to Cauley Stein. And Whiteside sends it back. They get it back. Right. It's hauled in by Trent. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. From beyond the arc. Here's Whiteside, and he makes good on the layup. Whiteside's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And so...
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to... Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled... And that does it for our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair. Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Lillard.
Well, you know the unselfishness and professionalism Trevor Ariza gives you. If there's an open man, he'll find him.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. No good with the triple. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's McCollum. And the basket is good.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
McCollum against Doncic. Powell kicks to Finney-Smith. Hardaway passes to Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams.
You know, there was so much hype around Kristaps Porzingis once he got off to a great start in his first year. And you just want to see him continue to grow and add dimensions to the offensive game every year. What's next? We'll see.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Good D by Ariza.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
And here's McCollum for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. For Dallas, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Portland moving the ball around. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
How about that? He made no mistake on that one.
Mavericks leading by 7. And Curry has it in the corner. Pass to Doncic. Porzingis inside. Whiteside's there. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Kicks it out to McCollum from past the arc. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Dallas lead.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Trail Blazers on D. Curry can't get it to go. 1:02 left in the third. Trent plays it up off the glass. Trent's got 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Curry passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Anthony down low. Kleber defending. Back to Whiteside. It's deflected. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Here's Whiteside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Here's Cauley Stein.
That's unselfish basketball. Opted to pass up his own shot and dish to a teammate instead.
And the jam by Whiteside.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Right back after this break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Trailblazers trail by 6 on the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Powell. Curry is out there with Doncic. Then there's Maxi Kleber, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. Curry on the wing. To the left wing, puts it up. No good off the front iron. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That is his first foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Risa comes in for Hood. Zingas, he's checked in for Dallas. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Anthony leading the charge. Wasted no time on that one. Lillard's got 13 points in the second half.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Pass to Finney Smith. The shot by Powell, no good. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Lillard against Doncic. Doncic with the steal, and Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, Luka Doncic showing good awareness and quick hands to make the defensive play and then get in transition. Nice.
Porzingis with the steal. The drive by Doncic. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Lillard. Yep, that one goes.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Feeds to Powell. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Lillard. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
The feed to Powell. And stolen by Ariza. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Anthony. Offensive rebound. Kicks to Nurkic. Ariza passes to Nurkic to take the lead. And the Trailblazers another 3.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Finney Smith, and he dunks it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Kicks it out to Lillard, and the pass to Ariza. Lillard against Powell. Anthony in the corner, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in. Passes it to Powell. Anthony against Porzingis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Gigantic shots like that have to help Powell's confidence. Quality look.
Anthony kicks to McCullough. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Basket good. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Lillard the pass to Ariza. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Ariza. Lillard's got 21 in the game. Outside, Porzingis down low. Yes!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Nurkic finds Anthony. Money!
And this is why Melo gets the big bucks. A lot of players will shy away from an important shot, but Melo wanted to be in that position.
Back to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. That one's not going to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lillard outside. Portland moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Misses the 3. Got it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
The shot by Powell, no good. And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Yeah.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
should talk about your loss a little bit more. But let's talk about the first ever to win it, and that was Miles Brown. He got...
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on DH.
Kevin, thanks.
Thank you, DA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. Austin with the ball. Brown outside. Back to Walker. Passes it to Tice. Out to Hayward. Here's Tatum. Clock at 6. Over Anthony. Tatum passes to Walker. Tries from 16. Rebound by Nurkic.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Lillard from outside. And Boston with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And here's Tice after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Ariza against Hayward. And Tice gets it to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Anthony. Here's McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Tice kicks to Brown. Outside, Walker. It's Brown on the wing. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Tice. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard outside. Now the pass to Nurkic. It's stolen by Brown. And Walker kicks to Hayward. That shot no good. Good D by Ariza. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Pass to Brown. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's McCollum. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Here's Nurkic. And he gets it to go.
And Nurkic did a great job just keeping the motor running.
Celtics trail by 6. Hayward right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game.
And, you know, guys like Hayward, they love the competition. When he's not on the court, he's playing games or watching esports. That fire just never goes away.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Tatum. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Now here's Hood. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Kanter, the pass to Wanamaker. Back to Kanter. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Trent. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
We've got Williams. Enes Kanter is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
You have to do a lot of things defensively to prevent Hassan Whiteside from scoring. He is just an Adonis out there. Look at that body, and still gets those shots to go like he did there.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Passes to Hood. Here's Trent, guarded by Smart. Little kicks to Hood. Launches a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hood's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Trent. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. That shot misses. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Smart. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Smart's got his first points in this one.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Zach Collins. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Little. The feed now to Lillard. It's Ariza on the wing. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Smart. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Smart passes to Tice. Walker with it. He's guarded by McCollum. The pass to Tatum. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. And the Celtics making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Inside, Tice. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Ariza. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Portland shooting their first free throw this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And for a guy who entered the league as a terrific free throw shooter, Damian Lillard is now among the elite of the elite from the stripe.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Outside Anthony. 5 to shoot. Here's Ariza. Nurkic trying to get open. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. To the paint. It's stolen by Tice. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And then Brown with the dunk.
And Brown runs the floor like a freight train at 225 pounds. He's a mammoth that wrecks defenses in transition.
Here's Ariza. And he lays it straight in. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Brown dishes to Walker. Free throw line jump shot. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Nobody near Lillard. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian. Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Cullen passes to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Brown. Yes, that goes in. Brown's got 6 points.
And guys, I don't think Brown gets enough credit for his toughness. This is a guy who never shies away from contact.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 9 points. Shaq. And...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And no good that time. Trailblazers leading by 9. And here's Anthony from the arc. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Fires the 3. And there's Lillard on the assist by Nurkic. He's got 12.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Walker in the post. He's guarded by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And here's Ariza. Back to Anthony. Pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Left side Ariza. A 3 from McCollum. No good on the shot. Walker with some nice D. Celtics trail by 12.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team. I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Tice finds Brown. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Brown's got 8 points.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And it's Ariza in the corner. Lillard outside. McCollum against Walker. Anthony trying to get open. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, there's some confidence from CJ right there. They're so comfortable, even under pressure. Hard to stop when he gets into the paint. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. Outside Anthony. To the middle. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's Ariza on the wing. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Williams passes to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And how about that show of confidence from Tatum? He really excels at playing above the rim and taking that one home.
Right side, the pass to Collins. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Smart. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Pass to Little. Over Tatum. Portland again missing. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. 6-point game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Rodney Hood's checked in for Zach Collins. Back to Lillard. There's the dish to Little. Tries a 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams attacking. That one goes in. Williams has got 6.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better. You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And it's Hood in the corner. Pass to Lillard. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Williams, also Tatum out there. Enes Kanter is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Trent passes to Lillard. The three. The rebound by the Celtics.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those.
Oh, hammering it in.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Lillard dishes to Little. Takes a three. And it's Lillard missing. The Celtics with the lead. And here we go again. The Celtics in transition. Up the court they go.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with. And look how engaged he is on both ends.
Little passes to Whiteside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, the bio says 7 feet and 265. Whiteside usually finds a way to get the shot to go despite being hit thanks to those numbers. Incredible strength.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Portland also making some changes. Anthony's checked in for Little. Risa comes in for Hood. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. And there's the pass to McCollum. Over Walker. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Smart kicks to Tatum. Finished off the break. And it's a 5-point Boston lead.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Kicks it out to Ariza. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Smart. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in.
At 280 pounds, I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
A prolific scorer in this league. Walker just keeps getting better. One of the most elusive covers in the game today.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Tatum passes to Tice. 6 on the shot clock. Brown against McCollum. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Trent passes to Ariza. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Trent. High post, Nurkic. Pass to Carmelo. And here's McCollum. Guarded by Walker. Here's Trent. It's blocked. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tice kicks to Walker. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Hayward finds Walker. And it's Tice in the corner. And the layup's good off the glass. Hayward's got 4 points in the quarter.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
McCollum, no good. Here's Boston now. They're on a 13-5 run here. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Celtics leading by 10. Tatum kicks to Brown. And Hayward at the stuff.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Celtics.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
McCollum passes to Ariza. McCollum kicks to Ariza. Back to Anthony. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot to stop the run. You can't get that one. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. So, all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.